What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey, still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. If you don't like it, you can have that seatbelt. Now, there have been a lot of ridiculous and stupid excuses to not buy a Nintendo port of a game or a version of a game in the past. But this right here, I think, takes the cake. This is just mind-bogglingly dumb. Okay? So, as you guys know, Hellblade has launched on the Switch, and it's a very impressive port. Looks a lot better and performs a lot better than a lot of people thought that the Switch was going to be able to do. It's a very, very impressive port. But with all impressive things and all impressive ports that come to the Nintendo Switch, people have found an excuse to hate on it. Now, usually some of these excuses are pretty viable, but this right here takes the cake. This is really stupid. Really dumb. So I've seen quite a number of people saying that they are not impressed or they will not be buying Hellblade on the Switch because the cutscenes on the Switch version are not in real time. The cutscenes. Because the cutscenes supposedly on the PlayStation 4 version are handled in-engine and in real time. Now, first of all, there are three different kinds of cutscenes that developers do in games. There are straight up CGI cutscenes where it's just straight up computer generated, like the Final Fantasy type cutscenes. There are pre-rendered in-engine cutscenes, such as the ones in Resident Evil 4, Uncharted. Yes, those are in-engine pre-rendered cutscenes. What that means is the system is creating those visuals in-engine. It's just displaying graphics that the system isn't really capable of in a playable environment. So while the game's graphic engine is displaying those visuals on the actual hardware, it's displaying a visual like clarity that the system could not run if that was playable. Which is why if you play a game like Uncharted, it'll seamlessly go between the cutscenes, the in-engine cutscenes, and the gameplay. But if you look and compare, like, say, Drake's face in the cutscenes to when it's over and you zoom in, it does not look the same because it can't do that kind of visual quality in game, in an actual gameplay environment. But then there are games that are actual real-time cutscenes, real-time in-engine cutscenes where the graphics they don't change at all. Like something like an older game like Ocarina of Time, when they have like cutscenes, or a lot of N64 games and stuff like that, where they have the cutscenes where it actually is in-engine, it is real-time, and there's no difference between the two. Well, on the Switch version of Hellblade, the cinematics are still in-engine, but they are pre-rendered. They're using the game engine to make these cutscenes, but it's at a quality that the Switch could not run in a playable form. And the way you can tell that it's not just straight up CG or a video recording of the PlayStation 4's cutscenes is because the quality is still not the same. If it was straight up CG, it would look identical. But since it's actually using Switch assets to make it, it's a pre-rendered in-engine cutscene. But my question is, why does any of that matter? It's a cutscene. You can't play it. You can't move the camera. You can't control any of it. So what does it matter if it's pre-rendered or not. So what you guys are telling me is that you rather the cutscenes look worse just to have them real time in engine? That doesn't make any sense. They're cutscenes. You should want them to look as good as possible, especially considering the game transitions between them very seamlessly. What is the freaking problem? You guys find anything to cry about. Now, if it had been in-engine real-time cutscenes and the cutscenes look terrible, you guys will be complaining, oh, why are you zooming in on these ugly character models? Stop it. Stop it. They're freaking cutscenes, people. Cutscenes.